Hey guys, what's going on? Wizzy Games here, and today I've got for you my 6th episode, I believe, of my F1 2015 custom career mode. We're here around Monza, and we managed to qualify in a shock pole position in the McLaren Honda. Yep, pole position, you guys heard that right. Don't know how we done that, especially around this circuit with all the straights, but let's hope that we can keep that first place now, getting off the line relatively well. However, like always, Lewis Hamilton and Rosberg swarm us. We just about, oh look at that, we just about outbrake Hamilton, but I slightly lost the car coming into the braking zone and nearly swiped them out there. Nearly a bit like what happened with us and Bottas around Japan. But Hamilton actually out-tractions us on the exit. He manages to get us, and now we're going to go on this slipstream coming up to this second chicane now. Are we going to be able to outbrake Hamilton? We do, and we just launch it up the inside and we take the racing line, and I actually think we may have taken out Hamilton there. However, I mean, I don't really know why on earth he would try and hold it around the outside there. We've got the move done, we had the racing line. Lewis should have just backed out there, but he's tried to hold it side by side, and that's kind of the consequence of that. He should have learned really when to back out, and despite us kind of swiping his front wing there, I'm not too sure really. I think Lewis should have backed out, but as you can see, we come out of the pit lane now on lap 10, and unfortunately our pit stop failed to record, but I just got us coming out the pit lane. So the AI drivers pitted on lap 7, likes of Hamilton, Rosberg and co all pitted on lap 7. We went to lap 9, and this is the first time, guys, that we're doing an alternate strategy to the AI. We've come out on the white wall medium tyres for our middle stint, whereas the AI for this 2-stop Grand Prix, the AI have actually gone on another set of options like they pretty much always do. And in every single race pretty much, guys, I always say, you know, we don't really have the pace, so we have to kind of follow what the AI do and possibly hold them up. But luckily for this Grand Prix, we've got the pace. I mean, our setup is really good. We're actually not too slow in a straight line, and it means that we can run the medium tyre in the middle stint. But as you can see, lap 17 now, so this race not really much is happening. We had a good gap to the cars behind, but I believe they've come into the pit lane now, and they were starting to catch me towards the end of their soft stint, and now they'll be in for a fresh set of mediums, and we're going to have worn mediums. So we may find that the AI drivers actually close up the gap that we managed to build. As you saw on the tyre graphic there, our tyres starting to get a little bit worse for wear at the moment, but we're still going to push because we want to make, I mean, I think we're going to pit on lap 19 or 20 just to give us an easy option stint to the end. As 9 laps on the options, they were feeling really second hand on lap 8 and 9, so we'll probably pit around 19 or 20, and as you can see, we skip on to lap 20 now. That is going to be the lap we pit, and so we come into Parabolica now, just about missing the apex, but we're on warm prime tyres, so that shouldn't matter too much. And we're going to now come into the pits and get rid of these medium tyres, which I mean, they weren't actually as bad as I originally thought. They're a decent race tyre. However, as you saw, we took those about 11 laps, whereas the options, I mean, we took the options 9 laps. If you can take the options that long, then the options are the better race tyre. But as you can see there, we had a 3.8 second pit stop. We came in and our pit crew just sat there for about just over a second, just not really doing anything. So I'm not really too sure what happened with the pit crew there. But that might cost us actually. That 1.4 seconds, would we been ahead of Lewis Hamilton had we not have had that slow pit stop? I'm not too sure. Again, slightly cutting that turn 1, but not gaining anything, so we should get away with that. And obviously we've still got the advantage. We don't have track position, but luckily for us, Monza is a very easy track to overtake. A lot of DRS zones, a lot of straights, a lot of opportunity for slipstreaming. And also, not only are we on a good circuit to overtake, we're also on the softer compound tyres compared to Hamilton's mediums. So despite Lewis being in a Mercedes, we should have the advantage here as we cross the DRS activation line. And we were definitely within a second of the Mercedes driver, and there we go, we activate DRS as we now come to Ascari in the slipstream. We are gaining on the Brit and coming into the braking zone of Ascari. Very easy to cut this section, as I slightly do there, but we just about get away with it. It's very difficult not to cut that, but I thought we'd done pretty well in the race. Obviously no corner cut penalties or anything like that. I've got it on a standard, I think is the setting. However guys, if you want me to turn that up to strict, I'm happy to do so. However, I may get a couple penalties, which won't be great. But as you can see through Parabolica, we have so much better grip than Hamilton. We gained in the braking zone and get better traction on the softer compound tyres. And we just breeze past the Mercedes, which I never thought I'd ever be saying in the McLaren Honda. And look at that, Will Stevens just chilling on the racing line. We had to turn while braking, which is never good, really. We as we turned, we lost the back end and just failed to slow the car down to make the first apex. However, despite going in deep, we still made the move. Hamilton is gaining as we come to this second chicane, but he's going to opt to stay behind us, which is a smart decision as Hamilton maybe having memories of lap 1 there. He doesn't really want to have that happen to him again, as once again he's going to finish ahead of his teammate, which he's battering Rosberg at the moment. So we're now just going to need to drive away. We're going to have to try and drive away, and now on to lap 23 we are going to need to go slightly wide actually there, but we're getting a gap from Hamilton, which is good. And we set the fastest lap of the race actually, which is good signs. It shows that we do have the pace, and obviously we did qualify on pole position, which was fantastic for us obviously, and it is showing that wasn't a fluke, and we do actually have the pace in this Grand Prix. But I mean, Lewis Hamilton, he is still it's definitely not done yet, is what I'm basically trying to say. Lewis Hamilton is a very talented driver, and as we skip on to lap 27 now, I mean, it looks like we got it in the bag really. Our tyres aren't too worn, we look good, and as you can see, looking behind us at the oxygen there, and we've made a huge error, and I tried to make the corner but I've locked up. Obviously turning in a straight line, turning while braking is not very good. And as you can see, we've taken the escape road that Rosberg took in 2014. I didn't want to get a penalty, so I just decided to do that just to ensure I didn't get a penalty. And Hamilton was actually closer than I thought. I really actually thought that I'd have at least a couple seconds on the Mercedes driver, but now Hamilton is right on the back of us. Surely, with our soft compound tyres, they're not too bad a shape, and we should be able to keep this lead. However, Hamilton will now, it's his turn I guess, to have slipstream and DRS. We're going to move to the inside of Ascari, but it's no use. Hamilton has such good straight line speed. He got a great exit on those warm mediums, and now we're going to need to just stay behind the Mercedes. Are we going to get good drive out of Ascari? Hamilton, we kind of get equal drive, but now we will start surely to gain on the Brit. In the slipstream, we're not really gaining. We're going to have to go for a do or die move. Surely we do. We dive up the inside just about, and we're going to take the win here around Monza. What a result. So guys, we ended up taking the win there. We made it so difficult for ourselves when it really shouldn't have been on the last lap. I mean, I don't know what I was doing. Lapse of concentration, and that's all it really needs around Monza, a lack of concentration like Rosberg did in 2014. But we just about got the win there, our second of the season. Hopefully many more to come in the future. If you guys enjoyed that video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I've been Wizzy Games, and I will see you guys very soon. Goodbye.